Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. I place emphasis on the is not part because it truly is not. Now, I want to warn you guys about the medication that some of you, us, are using. I went to, y'all know my mother's not well and she's been that way for quite some time now, and she's prescribed certain medications every month on a monthly basis that she has to take, for her body. And I went to go pick up some of them the other day, and I always look inside the bottle to see if it's a different type of medication or, because everybody's getting over nowadays because the inflation and people are trying to cut corners with some of the costs. So they are watering down, I would say, or, um, you know, putting a certain ingredient in and taking other ingredients out that may have been more costly to the company, and they replacing it with ingredients that are cheaper. And a lot of these ingredients are questionable. And I looked inside the bottle, and one of the pills that used to be white, they're now blue. And I asked CVS, I said, what's inside of this? I said, I want to see the ingredients. I said, because this pill used to be white, now it's blue. And they said, oh, well, we changed our vendors, we changed our manufacturers, probably because they're getting it for cheaper. But is it going to still have the same effects that the last one, the other medication did before they changed it? See, these are things that we all need to be precautious of and pay attention to, because these are products that we're putting inside of our bodies. Same thing with the food content. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's major food shortages out here. And a lot of the stuff you're getting in the market, allegedly, it's not the same ingredients. Because of what's going on in those countries over there that has the that have the W-A-R going on. A lot of wheat and grains and stuff that's produced, in these countries. That's the resource, right? The resources. They're no longer available to the world, right? It's major shortages, and so a lot of the content in the food that used to be pure content, probably, I said probably because you just never know what we're getting on these shelves in the market, are no longer the same content. And then we're feeding this stuff to ourselves and our families and to our children. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, be careful with that. That's why I always suggest to cut down on some of these foods that y'all getting in the market, man. I don't play it, especially the processed products, that stuff that could stay on the shelf for a very long period of time. Do y'all know the kind of stuff that they put inside of here for it to stay on the shelf for a long time so they can just get your money? This stuff is not any good, man. It's just not. And Americans have it bad with putting anything in their mouths and not knowing what it is just because it might taste good. I know they put a whole bunch of sugar and stuff just so, it could taste sweeter or, have an appeal to our certain taste buds and get people all addicted to it. Y'all be careful, man. Be careful. I always suggest one meal a day. Try to make that a healthy meal. I know it's very expensive right now, with the food and whatnot, y'all, but this is your body. This is your life. It's just worth it. And I know a lot of people are having to cut a lot of different things just so they can eat, because the price of food is so outrageous. Pricing on everything is so outrageous, you know. So I just want to, inform y'all of this. Look at your medication if you're taking prescribed medications and see if it's the same or if it looked the same. Sometimes you can look on the pill, and if it's a different number than what it used to be, because you know how they put the numbers on the pills or whatnot, on the medication. If it's a different number and if it's a different color, you ask that pharmacy for the content, and why has it changed? And you ask them, and even if you have to record it, is it going to affect your body in a different way? These people don't care. All they care about is getting our money. They don't care if this stuff isn't healthy for us. They'll probably lie, but you do your own due diligence and you do your own research in it. I'm telling y'all what I know. Y'all be careful out here, man. Things are not the same. Things will never be the same again. Never. Since they ushered out all this stuff in 2020, everything seems to be going downhill. And to be honest with you, we ain't have no business depending on these people for all these things that we need anyway. There's a lot of natural remedies that can heal our bodies, but we depend on these people to produce it for us and to make it accessible to us. And that's a shame. A lot of this stuff we need to blame on ourselves, because we had no business depending on somebody else to feed us, to house us, to clothe us. I know people back in the day, they made their own clothes. They had their own gardens to provide food for their families. They went out there and slaughtered their own animals, or when they got animals that they butchered and whatnot to provide meals for their families. We go out here, go to the market. This stuff is all plastic up. They got everything all wrapped in plastic. And y'all, that's bad right there. That's bad for the human body. And we consuming this stuff, don't even know what's in it. Just like a lot of that meat. They pump up all kinds of chemicals and poison in that meat, man, just for it to stay on the shelf for a long time. That's why I always suggest go to your local butcher. They have more pride in what they're giving the community than a lot of these box chain stores. We need to do things differently. We need to go back to how people lived back in the day. And look at how the Amish live, and people who don't depend on the system and don't depend on the grid. They work hard. They get up from sun up to sundown to make sure they're doing what they have to do to take care and provide, great, good food, wholesome food, quality foods and products for their families. And we should be doing the same. Everybody complaining, oh, they not going to have this anymore. Oh, they not going to have that anymore. Okay, so what? God has provided a lot of everything we need, first of all, and a lot of the resources that we need to be able to take care of ourselves in every way, whether our bodies are sick. The human body is an amazing thing, y'all. The human body will heal itself if you know how to let it do that. If you get putting proper nutrition in your body, and if you're dealing with holistic things and products, you could pretty much take care of yourself. I'm not saying not to listen to your doctor. You always listen to your doctor, and I'm not saying that go against what they're prescribing you. That's not what I'm saying there. I'm just saying be careful. We've all gotten so used to depending on the system for every single thing. But now things are just terrible, man. It's awful. Everybody's going up on the prices of everything, but what you're getting is not even worth what you're paying for. It's just not. So y'all be careful. Please follow me on my other platforms. Give me a thumbs up. Follow me on Patreon for survivalism classes once a week. I'm on BitChute, Twitter. The links will be in the description. If you're looking for land in bug out areas, I have some available. That's also on my website. The links will be in the description. And if you guys are looking for solar panels, a lot of people are going solar because of the cost of these light bills. I'm working with a solar company. It's very reputable, and people are saving a lot on their light bills now. The links will always also be in the description. You can also email me at purposezan@gmail.com if you have any information that you would like for the public to be informed of. And you guys watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil your water before you use it, and keep surviving.